Alright, this is Jeremy, and I'm back with another gun review. As you can see here, we got a couple Western themed items. You got your old 6-shooter right here. Got a nice stag gripped knife right here. Of course, you got your old cowboy boots. Every Western guy likes to hit up the old whiskey every now and then. We got your Western hat right here. See what's missing. There you go. Every Western guy has to have his lever action rifle right here. This may look pretty familiar. This is the Marlin 39A. This is actually the longest and oldest continually produced shoulder firearm today. It started life off as the Marlin model 1891. Then the next year, 1892, it was tubular fed. As you can see here, fed by a tube. The original one had the conventional side gate. You just put a 22 round right here in the side gate of the receiver. In 1897, they added the takedown feature right here, which I'll go a little bit more into later. In 1921, it became known as the Model 39. And then in 1937, it became known as the Model 39A, which this one is right here. This is actually called the Golden 39A. And kind of giving you some background on this firearm. This firearm was handed down to me from my grandfather, who is deceased. He died several years ago, and he gave my dad this firearm, and then my dad gave it to me. As you can see here, it's a lot of the bluing's missing. It's well worn. It's pretty old. I just started doing research on this rifle past couple months, and the serial numbers on, I don't know about your 39A, but mine are right up under the lever. And upon doing some research on the internet, this rifle was actually manufactured in 1965. And the difference between your 39A and this one right here are some of the ones you've seen. This has no crossbolt safety. As you can see there, no safety at all. You got a half cock. That's pretty much all I'd want or need. And a full cock. No crossbolt safety at all, which I like. That's just another thing. You're out hunting some game, or in a scenario you need to fire the weapon. You're already on half cock. You got a crossbolt safety. You got to pull it back, aiming at your target. Pull the trigger. Only goes halfway. Click. Your game, or your whatever you're shooting at, it's already gone, or attacking you, or whatever. But some of the features of this weapon, or this firearm, it's very simple to take apart. It requires no tools at all. All you have to do is just unscrew this. If you can't do it with your hand, you can just put a little coin or whatever you have in your pocket, and just unscrew it, and it breaks down really easily. I've shot this firearm a lot. It's probably out of all my firearms, this is the one I've shot the most. Just a good shooting gun. Action is nice and smooth. I mean, just a great shooting gun, man. Let's see here, trying to do this one-handed. Let's see here. Other features, standard buckhorn sights right here. And one thing I thought was kind of interesting, most of the sights in the older weapons are just standard, steel, nothing too fancy. But this one actually has a little, if you see that in the light, a little red little dot right here. I found that kind of interesting. I don't know if this came standard with the gun, or it was added by my grandfather or whoever he bought it from. But adds a great visibility to it. Almost kind of like a forefather to the fiber optic sights nowadays, or night sights. Pretty neat little feature right there. I've done a ton of plinking with this in my backyard. Shot it plenty of times. It's a gorgeous looking gun. the bullets I have the most success with are CCI. Here is the mini mag, and here's the 22 CB longs. Mainly my backyard. We've got plenty of room, but we have neighbors on the sides of us. This is actually at my parents' house, not here in the apartment complex, but at my parents' house, they have neighbors on each side. There's not anybody behind us. So technically I could shoot full power weapons, but neighbors would complain about the noise. So I usually end up shooting the 22 CB longs or subsonic ammunition, and enjoy lots of great plinking. You know, I have shot this plenty of times, and you know, you can get away with 410s, regular size ammunition. But when you start moving up to 357 magnums and shooting 12 gauges, the neighbors kind of complain. Although once again, there's plenty of room behind us. It's just there's neighbors on each side, so that's kind of why I stick to like the lower sounding stuff. But usually, if I'm decide to shoot a big boy over here, I can kind of call them and let them know that I'm shooting full power stuff. But even then, sometimes they could complain a little bit. But anyways, kind of going back to the rifle, other features here, you got your little sling mounts for a sling right here. The other one is right there, if you can see that in the light. It's a beautiful gun. Trying to think what else about it. I was contemplating rebluing it, but I just want to really leave this old patina on here. Just gives a great character to the gun. There's a couple little pitting spots. See, right there. It's not bad, I just really want to keep the original patina on here. I think it gives the gun more character. Another thing I've often thought about adding to the weapon, right here you can add a little peep sight and have astigmatism like I do. That helps a lot with target acquisition. And unfortunately, my astigmatism is only my right eye. So that may help, but I still really would like to leave the gun in its original setup as it is right here. So I doubt I'll really add anything later on. But that is the Marlin 39A for you. And like I said, it'll fire pretty much about everything I put in it. Put rat shot, shorts, longs, long rifles, these mini mags right here. Even just shooting your old standard Walmart $1.97 Federal Lightning, spits it out every time. The last time I was out the shooting range, I was easily plinking 45 ACP cases. Just a great little shooting rifle. It really makes you feel like you're a in the old west, like a cowboy in it. But just love this rifle. One of my more favorite firearms. I'd really never sell any of my rifles, but it would be a cold day in hell before I sell this one. I mean, just a gorgeous rifle. A few things I've had to do to it is adjust the sights right here. Let's see. The front sight was a little bit off to one side, and you just have to do get a sighting tool and just crank it off, and it'll slowly position it more off. It was off a little bit for a long time before I bought your standard tool to straighten it up with. But that's about it. See if I can get you just see how smooth the action is. I mean, just real smooth. Get your view down the barrel right here. Just, gorgeous gun. Just super smooth action. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera right here. It's real nice. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that, guys. Alright, that's Jeremy signing off with another review. And once again, if you have any questions or comments, I'll try to answer them. Or any information I got wrong in this rifle. But that's it for you. This is the 1965 Model 39A Marlin Golden. Alright, thanks again, guys. And that's it. Bye.